The next stance and shifting drill we're going to do is our traditional fighting stance and learning how to shift from one side to the other, transferring weight from one leg to the other. Now I have the belt set up so that you can kind of see how I don't really go anywhere. I stay in position, but I do practice my shifting. So before we get into the actual shifting, let's go over a few things. Your feet, when you're starting off, should form a 90-degree angle. You need to bend your knees, and then your knees, if the feet were pointed at 90 degrees, will also go out at 90 degrees. We're going to step out about so far, having our heel 1 inch off the ground, and trying to make sure that we have proper alignment. So our foot, our knee, our hip, and our shoulder should all be straight up and down. One hand out, one hand in. So you might practice this for a little bit. If you want to practice on the other side, you would switch it up, same thing. You can bring your feet together, step out, heel 1 inch off the ground, everything else straight up and down. 90% of your weight on your back leg, 10% on the front. If you did it correctly, your front foot should be very light. Okay, when I'm practicing shifting, I might initially start in a horse stance, but my heels line up and I'm on the belt. So I'm going to turn, momentarily drop into my horse stance, and then shift. If you notice, my foot did a little semicircular pull-back motion. So I look first, step, and shift, transferring the weight from one leg to the other. This is my front leg. It's about to become my back leg. Look, look, look. Looking first, transferring the weight. Now that I've practiced shifting from one side to the other in my traditional fighting stance, some people call it a back stance, I can go through to my inside-outside block, my Anaso Pakuromaki. The hand is by the side, crosses under. I shift, executing my block, look, cross, next up, we'll work on our low knife hand block in our shifting drill. So similar to how a low block, the hand stops right over top of the knee, our low knife hand is going to be over top of the knee, not going past the knee. The other hand will come, your wrist will come right here to where your solar plexus meets. Okay, not the fingertips, but the wrist. So like practicing all blocks, you might practice on one side without shifting. So the hands will pull back. I like to turn my toes in a little bit to get my hip in. Pulling to the shoulder. Other hand pulling near the backside, not touching the body. Practicing on both sides. Setting up. Twisting in, twisting out. Once I'm comfortable with that, I can put them together into my shifting drill. So I look, I set up, shift. Look first, set the hands up, shift. Look first, set the hands up, shift. Our last basic shifting drill will involve a higher knife hand block. So this is our low knife hand, this would be our high knife hand block. This time the hands are going to set up by the back hip before the hand comes up. So twisting in, practice on the other side. And then putting them together.